If I couldn't complete fully, we'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Hmm? So before we go to schedule 2, just know few things so that it will be easy for me the next stage. Okay. So see, first I give a brief background. I don't want to detailedly discuss because it will be waste of time. Now anyway, the case laws, the subject has been changed. First you have to understand few things. See, I will note down, you note down. So schedule 2 basics, this one. First, India, I'll start from the stretch. India is federal state country. Okay. Here revenue is shared between center and states. If you go to state list, you will find entry number 54. So understood? You read entry number 54, taxes on sale or purchase of goods other than newspapers. This is the entry. Okay. So now states derive power to levy sales tax from Constitution of India. Okay. Now the issue is like this. See, if you see above, there is a concept called deemed supply, deemed sale. Okay. 46th amendment to Constitution. So this is 101 amendment GST has come. By 46th amendment to Constitution, that is Constitution. Fully I am not writing because I have to type all. Constitution. Government has introduced concept of deemed sale. Okay. Sir, why you want all this? I tell you why. See, today there is GST, no problem. But GST schedule 2 is almost copy of deemed sale. I am clearly saying the deemed sale is equal to deemed supply is equal to close door. Deemed supply is equal to GST schedule 2. Okay. Sorry. To understand, I tell you, this happened in between. This has been this has been wait I tell you. See this art section 46th deemed supply deemed sale has introduced in 1983. Okay, I was born that time, almost my date of birth age year. Okay, now see what is the issues with the deemed supply, deemed sale. Few I'll explain with some case law. First I will take KL Johar and Co. Okay, versus Deputy CTO. KL Johar and Co. versus Deputy CEO. CTO, sorry. CTO, adida doubt on that. Now, in between, see, you know when service tax has come. See, service tax effectively came from 2004. Okay, before for some time it was abolished. Okay, so understood. So before 2004 there is only sale concept and central excise concept. Okay, so once product crosses manufacturing stage, there is only one tax, that is sales tax. So understood. So my conclusion is we have only one tax till almost to 2010, because initially also they introduced 3, 4, 5, 10 like this, they are going down introducing. So initial stages we had only few taxes, only sales tax. Once good is produced, there is only one tax called sales tax. Now in that era, that period, always the tax planning was like this. Always they were trying to project a sale as a service. Means if you sell a car, they used to project in such a way as it is a hire purchase or as it is a lease and avoid taxes. Okay, so in this KL Johar case, in this case, okay, this I used to tell case, ex assessee or dealer sold the car and he gave, see this is like a department contention, not my contention, sold the car on hire purchase and car was ordered by Mr. X from factory and car was delivered to Mr. Y, who is customer. Understood? So case 1, see the car, now understand, X gave order and for to the manufacturer, okay, to the manufacturer okay, and manufacturer delivered directly to Y, and Y pays monthly installments, okay, and installments means under hire purchase, and Y has option to buy car at 1 rupee at the end of hire purchase tenure. At mari, that is at 1 rupee, 1 rupee, okay, okay. Now department argues that this is sale but projected as hire purchase, okay. Even if hire purchase, it is subject to sales tax. Now issue went to court, okay, issue went to court. Okay, now court has said, even though your argument is correct, we can't bring this to tax because sale is different from hire purchase, okay. So you can't say sale and hire purchase are same, okay. Now courts opined that even by extending sale definition, you can't bring this to tax. Understood? So court said, artificially you may extend high sale include hire purchase also. You can do it, no? The court said this is not also possible. Reason, schedule 7 list 2 of Constitution, entry number 54, number 54 gives power to states to levy sales tax. Correct? There itself the power to the states is restricted. So now department is at loss. So in India, hire purchase system is used to avoid tax. Now even a normal sale or installment sales in installment projected as hire purchase and escaped tax. Okay, this is one. So KL Johar case. See, first you understand deemed supply. Pre-GST there was service tax, but service tax life was only or effectively sonna 10 years da. So take it from 8, end it at, take it from 2007. Initially there was adding going on, adding what 3 they bought in 2004, again they added few, like that it was there. So mostly there, though there was service tax at initial stages, it was restricted to only few services. Now the only tax after central excise was VAT. In trading stage, a good is sold n number of times from states to states, and the parties used to escape tax, saying that is a hire purchase tax. When the department goes to government, they used to tell hire purchase transaction you can bifurcate into two way. One, there is some sale component, there is some service component also there in it. So initially good is given on hire. Later on, if the party leasee or the person who taken on hire, if he likes, he can exercise his option and can pay 1 rupee in Johar case and take the vehicle. If he doesn't like, he can leave. So the courts used to say in hire purchases, okay, ownership is not transferred. Okay, next issue, though it is transferred in future, see the price in KL Johar case, it's 1 rupee, means finally government will not get anything. So the price is collected in the form of hire purchase installments. Okay, understood? No? So conclusion, there is only one tax, sales tax, and the parties used to tell the sale as a hire purchase. Hire purchase means you will use your brain. You will say the ownership will never get transferred. It will get transferred at a future date. It will get transferred at a future date. It will get transferred at a future date. So first thing, we can defer the tax payment till the means if the hire purchase is for 3 years or 5 years, you can defer 5 years. At the end of the fifth year, on 1 rupee you will pay tax, and you will, like that, a nominal value is written. Surely the party will exercise the option because it is a sale. 1 rupee means which party, who will not exercise? This is here a motor vehicle. Which motor vehicle, even the scrap of motor vehicle will be sold more than a rupee. So in many cases government has noticed there is a revenue leakage and they want to control it. Okay. Next case is regarding this case. I'll take this KL. A.V. Miyappan, A.V. versus double Y ma, note down, versus CCT. Okay. The film name I have to note down. Film name I forget. So here A.V. Miyappan versus CCT. Okay. Here Mr. AVM, his name, shortcut. You will be seeing in movies also, is AVM Studios. Okay. Mr. AVM Miyappan has purchased film rights of Pooja Ke Phool. Okay, a Hindi movie, and he has made it. He has remake the film. He has remake the film, and film rights are sold to AVM Studios Limited for 49 years for a payment of approximately, I am telling, 40 lakhs approximately. There are many installments have been paid. So I have taken it around 40 lakhs that day, just around 30 years, 40 years back. Okay, 40 lakhs he has collected. Now, in filing his VAT returns, he has not disclosed the sale of the film Pooja Ke Phool Tamil remake. I don't know what is this Tamil name. Okay, it's not given here. Now the department argues we have to receive sales tax on sale of film. they say even intangibles are covered under intangibles are covered under goods. So film sold is liable to sales tax. AVM argues film is not sold, it's leased for 49 years. Ownership is not transferred, no sale. Lease is not subject to sales tax. Okay. Now the question whether lease can be brought under sale. 1. For this, no, because see the what entry number 54 gives power, sales tax gives power. What it said, entry number 54, I'll copy it down, already I have put up above. Okay, entry number 54 says a state has right to collect tax on sale or purchase of goods. Lease is neither a sale nor it's not a sales. Lease is not a sale. Okay, so courts opined tax can't be levied. Okay, understood. So like this, so conclusion, in AVM case, a sale is see, this is a department argument, not my argument. I'm telling what the department argued. Clearly I'm telling, I'm not blaming anyone. In AVM case, the department says life of film itself is 3 years. How can it be leased for 49 years? This is the question they are asking. Okay, so what they are telling, for 49 years if you lease, at the end of the 49th year it will become scrap, it will become valueless. Means for the amount of 40 lakhs they really sold the film, so they are projecting it as a hire, okay, lease. Like this the department started arguing, but the court has opined. You see the charging section, you see what constitution is saying, what powers the constitution has given you. So you, as per constitution, you have only power on sales and you doesn't derive power on purchases. sorry, on leases. So the lease and all ownership will not be transferred. You will enjoy you can use the party AVM Limited can use the film rights. You use the film for 49 years. Only usage. So they said only usage is transferred. Usage is transferred. Not the ownership. Okay, this one. Understood. Next, regarding third one, I'll discuss few more cases. What is the case? North India Caterers Limited versus Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. North India Limited versus of Delhi. See here, the issue is North India Caterers, North India North India Caterers runs hotels. Okay, they have room bookings. In hotel they have restaurants. Okay, when food is supplied in hotel and also to non-residents. Non-residents means not coming from foreigners. The food is supplied to residents. Okay, means persons residing in rooms. Non-residents means persons coming for restaurant alone from outside. They are not inside. They just, I can tell you like this. I came to meet a guest and I am going down, it's 1 o'clock. I came for lunch or dinner, lunch. So, North India Caterers case, food is being supplied in restaurants, in rooms, sometimes delivery, they used to give delivery. Okay, pack parcel also. Somebody asks parcel, they will give parcel. Now department, these all 70s case laws, issued notice to pay taxes. Issue went to court. Court opined, spelling mistakes you ignore, opined that hotel provides many services. Okay, example, air conditioner, AC, dance bar, okay, furniture, Like this, many facilities are given. This word many, I didn't understand what all there in that hotel. Okay, so furniture, many amenities are given. In that, one is meals also provided. Okay, now the issue is whether whether supplies in restaurant are liable to sales tax. Supplies in rooms are liable to sales tax. These are the questions I am asking. Questions they are being risen. Okay. Now, in this case, in North India case, they decided court has opined that food is given in satisfaction of human needs. This is want of need is okay, and it's a hospitality industry. We can't say product, it's services, so not liable. See, here anyone can clearly understand. In case of few supplies, there will be a product component, service component. This is all called composite supplies. Okay. So now, when a case is filed in service tax regarding restaurants, hotels, there the courts used to say this is not a pure service. When a case filed in VAT, the courts used to say it's not a pure sale. So courts opined in many cases, the hotel industry case mainly, the services, the sales services by hotel industry has a combination of service and sale component. Okay, so the sales tax covers only sales, the service tax covers only services. Only when there is a missionary saying the bifurcation, means if you say 60-40, you should see the courts blamed the government, saying your law doesn't have clarity, one, and suppose if I say sale or service, how much I have to tax, what is the rate? See, this is a mixed supply, this have both components, combination is there. A hotel industry, to some extent there will be a service, some extent there is in meal supply. We can say to some, see, suppose you pay 200, to, I collect for AC also, I collect, we are serving you on a plate. After you left, we are cleaning the plate. So the courts clearly identified in case of restaurants, the supply has, to some extent there is service, to some extent there is product. And they started blaming the legislation, saying that the law doesn't clearly cover the mixed. Mixed means not, don't take the definition in GST, covers composite supplies. So first the law has to cover composite supply within its jurisdiction. Then they have to provide a mechanism. See, if I say there is tax, then they also have to give the in rules how to arrive the tax. What portion will come under VAT, what portion will come under services. So in many cases, the courts opined the mixed supplies, the composite supplies, neither clearly covered under the VAT or service tax, nor they clearly specify the mechanism in computing the tax. Okay. Then in 1983, see, by these routes, I will tell some other transactions are there, that will be explained tomorrow. So the government has referred the issues to Law Commission to investigate into this matter. So the government, the ministry, finance ministry has called the Law Commission. So they requested the Law Commission to study this area in detail and give us a report. And the Law Commission, the 61 Law Commission reports, because that the Constitution must be amended. They explained that there is huge revenue leakage in few industries like hire purchase, leasing, that is leasing. Okay, leasing. Okay, supplies from association to members. Few transactions they reported: hire purchase, leasing, supply of food, then etc. etc. Okay. Some more are there. What else they missing? Works contracts, supply of goods other than under a contract of sale. Some people used to call it as compulsory supply. Example, sugar. We have to some power, etc. Government will tell few essentials you have to sell compulsorily. Example, power, sugar, like this. This is irrelevant now. See, clearly understand In pre-GST, pre-service tax scenario, there was only a service tax, sales tax. Whenever a tax comes, whenever a issue comes with respect to composite supplies, composite means a supply will have some other supplies in it. Okay. So, example, whenever the courts has to decide with respect to sale of food items or restaurant, we call restaurant services, the courts used to say the constitution has given power to states to tax only the sale, and they never has given power to the states to tax a mixed or composite supply or services. So the courts used to say, guide the government, you have only power to tax a sale, pure sale. Whenever there is mix, you doesn't have power. Whenever there is mix, you doesn't have power, even you doesn't have the machinery. Machinery means the way to compute the tax. Okay, where is the rule? You tell me how will you arrive? How will you eliminate the service component in case of food sale? This is the question they are asking. So the Law Commission has told the government there are some services sales like hire purchase, leasing, associations to member. Associations to member tomorrow I will teach in detail. Supply of food, works contract, compulsory sales, where in courts when we are levying, the department is trying to levy tax. The party moves to the court and the courts shouts the department, why are you involving in an issue where you doesn't have jurisdiction? Then the government asks to create a fiction to enhance the supply definition you enhance. You tell the sale includes supply of food items in a restaurant. Sale includes hire purchase. Sale includes wherever right to use the asset is transferred. Like that you enhance. Then the Law Commission has told, if we do enhance, still the party only will win. The department will never win. Okay. Why? See, the state will derive power from the constitution. In constitution there is a schedule, second schedule. In 7th schedule there is a list 2. There we have given power to the states only to levy tax on sales. So the states, when they try to levy tax on a mixed item, mixed or composite supplies, when a supply is, example, hire purchase, you see some part is their service, some part is sale. Okay. So the Law Commission recommended first the constitution must be amended. Then in constitution itself we have to create a fiction saying that hire purchase is sale. In constitution itself we have to create a fiction saying that leasing itself is sale. Okay, in constitution itself we have to fix the then state governments will get authority. Once the states get authority, they will have to amend their definitions, their levy, their scopes, and there again they have to say sale includes restaurant service. Okay, like this we have to do. Like this Law Commission has reported. Then on the advice of Law Commission, 41 constitutional amendment has taken place. Deemed sale has come into picture. Deemed sale. Okay. What is deemed sale you see here? The concept of deemed sale almost matches your, see, when I was a student I never understood what is deemed sale. Okay, see, deemed sale. This is a deemed sale. Background of article, this is in article 366 was there, in the 29A was inserted through this amendment, 46th amendment. Currently GST was amended, constitution was amended 101 time. So it was amended in 82. Okay. Okay. The tax are, see, you see entry number 54 is tax on sale or purchase of goods. Okay. Includes. Okay. So we have enhanced. See, first the constitution has enhanced. Constitution has enhanced. So they added now. So with the normal sale, they added artificial sales. So a fiction they have created. Okay. A tax on transfer pursuance of a contract other than example. This is you ignore. I will explain later. See, this is compulsory sales. You will not enter into contract with party, but government will give you order. Okay. Example, for sugar factories, to which state what quantity to be supplied, the government will decide. Government will decide, the factories must follow, otherwise their license will be cancelled. So here I will not give you an offer, you will not accept, nothing will be there. Government will decide and we will act. Okay. For this, the state governments, the courts used to say there is no sale because we have never given offer. When the sale means as a contract, there is no sale. So this issue will not come now. Reason, today we are not under a contractual definition. The contractual definition has gone by sale service. Now we are under a definition called supply. Sale is a transaction, supply is an activity. Note down. Sale is a transaction, supply is not a transaction, it's an activity. Whenever I say supply, it even covers compulsory sales. Supply doesn't require contractual obligation. Offer acceptance concept kadayadu venda. It doesn't require offer acceptance. So supply is an activity. Activities can be contracts, sales. So I do many acts in a day. In that, some may be contracts. So transaction is part of an activity. Contract is part of an activity. I does many acts in a day. Okay. Okay. Understood. This is okay. Ignore. From here, all the items are covered under this. Okay. You understand? See, you may think, sir, this is irrelevant. It's compulsorily relevant. Though the GST has come, they have not removed deemed supply. So 29 is still continued. They have not deleted it from the constitution. Sir, why, you may ask? See, in olden days, in sales tax scenario, sale is projected as a hire purchase. Sir, is the possibility of sale being projected as hire purchase is there today? Still there. Why? Example, you take an asset, a product which is liable to 28%. Okay. If I project this sale of a product with 28% as an installment purchase system or hire purchase or lease, I can project it as a lease. Then I can see a crane will have life of crane gadella 18% dama. Assume crane. Okay, if example some car which they have made it 28%. Assume if an asset is at a 28%, a good is at 28%, instead of entering a sale agreement, I can enter a lease agreement. Sir, then how will the government will decide whether this is a lease or sale? See, in market there is hirers. Hirers means they used to regularly hire things. Hirers means you want a tool, example, you want a camera. you can hire it for a day. After one day you can return it. Sir, what is the life maximum for a camera? Maximum camera can last for 3 years, not more than that. Okay. So if anyone leases camera for 3 years or 5 years, so in 3 years take 90% or okay above 60%, I will automatically understand by seeing the transaction it is a sale appearing in the form of supply. So see, the officer will go in depth into the transaction. He will see, courts officers will see the life of the asset, the period for which the lease is given, amount collected. So the facts will tell tomorrow whether should I apply deemed supply or should I take it to normal supply. See what I am telling you, if a asset is given on lease, it is service as per schedule 2. But tomorrow if the department makes it as a sale, applying deemed supply, it is correct only. For that purpose only they have retained this deemed supply. See in KL Johar case, he has sold the asset of car, he has sold the asset car, a new car. See, a customer came to me for buying a car, he made the payment and left. I gave order to the company delivered car, and the party is giving me amount in installments. At the end of the installments, 3 years or 2 years or 1 year, I can keep 3 months also installments. The party will be given an option to buy the car at 1 rupee. See, by studying the transaction itself, the terms conditions of the agreement itself, I will clearly understand who will buy what will come for 1 rupee, even not today. Today 1 rupee may be, that day 1 rupee may be today 100 rupees or 1000 rupees also, possibility is there. But still not sufficient. So, this deemed supply is even retained today. See, example I will tell you, the items in deemed supply may be quite opposite to schedule 2. Shall I tell you example? Example, if anything is given on lease, any asset is given on lease, go to schedule 2, it will be under service. But you come to deemed supply, you see here, it will be under sale. Restaurant services, supply of food, goods being food or any other article for human consumption, here it is good. Okay, deemed sale, we are under deemed sale, there it is under service. Sir, what about the contradiction? So means, see, I have studied an article, there the experts has given their opinions on the deemed supply contradicting with the schedule 2. The expert said when there is the act fully amended, the deemed supply has lost its relevance. But in a proper cause, the department can use this, okay, when there is frauds. See, today the deemed supply is still continued in the constitution. Okay, constitution. Even today the frauds possibility is there. The fraud possibility is there. Okay, understood. So you come to schedule 2, I will show you here only. If you want, I will open, or I will open there. So conclusion, this is schedule 2. Activity or transaction. See, activities are transactions. So even acts. Sir, what is the difference between act and a transaction? I am brushing, that is also an act. Okay, I go buy to the shop and buy a pen, that is also an act. See, acts can be divided into 2 types: transactions non-transactions. Transactions become contracts. So your activities, all your activities may not be contracts, but all your contracts becomes activities. So some of your activities may not become contracts. Okay, understood. So see, now what is this saying? I'll open in my book. Activities are transactions to be treated as supply of goods or services. So they never use the transaction because they want to cover many other areas. Tomorrow only transaction is said, government will say there is no transactions means contracts. Transactions means contracts. Okay. So activities, you note down, underline transactions. Note down, activities are transactions. Transactions. Okay. Okay, to be treated as goods or services. So this doesn't say goods. See, some of the activities are transaction. They have taken it as goods. Some transactions or activities, they have taken it as services. So, okay, understood? No. So we'll see. I want. Okay. The one transfer. First we will see transfer. Any transfer of title in goods. Transfer. Note down transfer. Which cases a transfer, title is transferred. That is the issue. First, when is a title transferred? You note down below. When is a title transferred? Title means ownership. Note down. Title means ownership. Title means ownership. Okay, transferred of goods, not services. Title of goods. Title of goods. I think ownership, services are intangible. They have no title. Okay, is supply of goods. So it is. So example note down. Example note down. Okay, example you note down. Okay. Example note down. This I copied from Excel. So this all I saw Banwar Barona sir book and I have prepared. Okay, this is not a big issue. Okay, example you note down. Sale is supply of goods. Why? Ownership is transferred. Second example, to sale installment sale is supply of goods. See, there is a difference between a hire purchase and installment purchase. See, example, car will be purchased in hire purchase. I can't purchase. See, installments mean a good, some goods cannot be purchased in installment system. Installments means the price will be paid in some, not once, it will be paid gradually. It may be paid weekly, monthly, yearly, some installment. So installment sale is a normal sale. Only difference is we will give some credit for part of the payment. So the method of sale. Sir, who will use installment? When a saree is given, we don't give hire purchase. We used to give, we used to supply under installment. See, hire purchase we have the option to take back the good and resell. In installment purchase system, we don't repossess it. Even though you repossess it, you can't do anything. Example, a saree can be sold under installment system, not hire purchase system. Reason, if you bring back the saree, you can't sell it. So the old goods where you have value, value, such a case we adapt installment system. Where there is no value, we will adapt hire purchase system. Sorry, reverse I told. Okay. So understood now? So sale is supply of good because ownership is transferred. In installment system also ownership is transferred. Supply of goods. Okay, these are the example. So conclusion, wherever ownership is transferred, wherever ownership is transferred, wherever ownership is transferred, wherever ownership is transferred, okay. Oh, I think I have done wrong. Okay. That is the product will be assessed to tax. As a product, see, if it is assessed as a product, what is the difference? If you assess as a product, you will go to GST tariff. There I have to classify your product and fix your rate. If it is not a product, it is a service, you will be taken to SAC. Okay. Service tariff. There your product will be classified and rate will be fixed. The product rate, service rates, they may vary. They may vary. Okay. Okay, understood no? So understood, I think you have understood. Just I'll have. Next, any transfer of right in good or undivided share in good without transfer of title is supply of service. See, I can tell you better this one. Right in good. See, one of my client has brought a crane. See, crane will cost 30 lakh, 40 lakh, 1 crore like this. So he doesn't have funds. So he and his friend is co-owner. So they bought, the finance is arranged by both of the friends. Now, one co-owner, other co-owner is there. Now, when I met last time, the client was telling me, sir, that my friend has left now, he got a government job, so the crane only, now I am only currently taking care of, I am only running it on hire. Like this. So what is, then whatever friend is doing? He joined a government job, sir, he got a good job. Now I am paying him fixed. See, yes, a crane, these two people, sometimes many, this like this in life, many comes like to me like this. They'll ask, sir, my and my friend both co-owned this one. They tell the partner, they don't, they write a partnership agreement and all, they will fix it. So actually it's by mutual understanding it will exist. Now the two are running the crane, hiring it, means today I will go with the crane, tomorrow he will go with the crane, daytime he will be there, night time I will be there, like that they have some understanding. I don't know how one has left, other is taking care. See, when the party, other party, when he is leaving, he requested the party they paid almost 50 lakhs, each one 25. So this guy who is leaving has requested the other party you to pay him his price, what he contributed in buying the crane. The other party has told, if I would have money, why should I will join with you and buy? I doesn't have fund currently. Wait to 2-3 years, I'll pay. So this 2-3 years, what do you pay me? So he told, I'll pay monthly for 30,000. So almost you will get 4 lakhs a year. Like that, they fixed the agreement. Now, when the party came to me, I told him, whatever you have paid to him, it will be subject to GST. Okay. So you see here, transfer of right in good or undivided share in good. You may have any right in any goods. Without title, you should not transfer. Sir, if I transfer title after 3 years, I called the friend and I gave him 25 lakhs or 20 lakhs I settled him and I asked him to leave. Okay. Now, will this become service? No. I am the co-owner of the crane. Now I am settling the amount. Okay, that will, now that I'm a partial owner, I am going to become a full owner now. Okay, you understood now? So my right is I am also a co-owner, I am also eligible to get the higher charges. So now what they have fixed, yearly I will pay 4 lakhs. Monthly you don't ask me anything. Like this they have written an agreement. Now this is subject to service, GST. Under services. Okay. Oh, sorry. Under services. Next, transfer of title in goods under an agreement which stipulates the property and goods passes at a future date on payment of full consideration as agreed is supply of goods. Missing good is missing here. So supply of goods. Okay. So note down. See example, this one, goods. Here items covered here, I tell you examples. Example, agreement to sell. Comma, hire purchase, etc. Any forward contracts will be covered. I don't know what is exactly a forward contract, but if the property passes in a future date, ownership is going to be transferred at a future date, it will be covered here. Okay. What is showing red color? I have written wrong or what? Okay, note down. Next, lease, tenancy, easement, license to occupy land is supply of service. Any hiring, letting, building or it may be shed or anything, it may be factory, go down, anything is service. Okay, so leasing tenancy is meant land. This is with respect to land, lease of land or tenancy is meant license to occupy land. So see, today under GST even immovables not covered, but rentings are covered. Means sales are not covered. Whenever stamp duty comes, GST will not come. But you rent a land, you hire a land, you rent a building, you hire a building, no stamp duty is paid. So there GST will come. Okay. So I will close here. I will start this point in a next video. Immediately I will start. But I will break and start because uploading becomes an issue here. Thank you.